Hola, I hope you're fine. I hope you had a good start of the year so far. There's something that I have wanted to share for a while, a lesson that I learned on forgiveness. So, there's this phrase that people normally pass around like, God is not from your village. God is not from your village. First of all, yes, God is not from my village. God is also not from your village. Because if you and I are Christians, God is from our village. You and I reside in the same village. But I digress. Anyway, so there was a point that I needed to forgive somebody. And seeing God is not from your village, like it wasn't helping me. So I asked God, I'm like, God, please help me forgive this person. Like, what do I do? How do I like move past this thing? So God gave me an illustration of like a household, right? God gave me an illustration of a household because I was at the point where like I was like, God, at least I don't know, like let the person's charger die. Let the person hit their last toe on the door. I don't know, like I was in so much pain. But anyway. So it's like God gave me an illustration of a family. He asked me if a father has got 3 children, or if a father has like 5 children, all of them different age groups, different characters, different interests, and different levels of understanding, right? So let's say the young one breaks the older one's toy. They break the older one's toy. Are you telling me that when it is time for them to go to school, do you think the father will not buy school accessories for the kid who broke the other's toy? I'm like, no, that would be ridiculous. School is school. School is school. Like the father has to buy the utensils. Then God said to me, it's the same way. All of you are my children. All of you are my children. And you have to understand that all of you are my children and I want the best for you. Now, that kid breaking the brother's toy is not validated. It's wrong. And in my own way as a father, I would discipline him. I would discipline him and show him that that is wrong and he should not repeat it. But that does not mean when it comes to the essentials of life, basic needs of life, I will not withdraw that from him, because at the end of the day, both of you are my children. You know how when somebody offends you and then you have that thing, what do you call that thing? That thing that you feel in your throat, you're like, whenever anything good happens to them, you're like, but they wronged me. You feel like because they wronged you, and in as much as it's validated, you feel like good things shouldn't happen to them. And even though we might not want to accept it, when somebody wrongs us, we feel like it's reason enough for them to be written off. So God was trying to teach me, like, good things will still happen to them even if what they did to you was inhumane. Because both of you are my children. Both of you, like, are people that I'm taking care of. And I will teach the child separately, like, listen, what you did to your brother, that was bad. I'll either hit him, I'll either teach, like, I'll use my way to teach him to say, don't do that thing again. But I will still take care of him. When it's time to go to school, I'll still buy him the best things possible in my power to be able to give him like a good education and all of that stuff. So that taught me to look at it from that angle. Even when somebody does something wrong to me, I don't choke anymore if something good happens to them. I don't choke anymore if, I don't know, they're being blessed amidst me crying. It's hard, it's a process, but you definitely get there. So it changed my perspective. Yes, God is not from my village. God is also not from their village, but we are both God's children. And if you realize that you are both God's children, you realize that God, like, if you realize that you're both God's children, it will even help you on how you reconcile with the person. I'm not saying go around reconciling and restoring relationships, but it helps you forgive easily. When you hold on to bitterness is bad.